What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Silent Screams Studios. My name is Gio, and today we're going to be going through a brand new VST plugin from Nembrini Audio called Cali Reverb, which is a simulation of the Mesa Boogie Recto Verb amp. So as you can see on my screen, I have the amp pulled up, which is a 2-channel amp. It's a clean section and a high gain section. Master volume. Each channel has its own equalization: master, reverb, presence, bass, middle, treble, and gain. On the clean, there's a switch for, clean and pushed, which when you're on the clean channel, if you keep it on the pushed section, you guys all know you get like a little bit of a dirtier clean. And then it has a raw, vintage, and modern voicing as well, which is pretty nice. This amp is very good. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it is, but it turned out to be pretty good. And guys, if you are considering about buying this, right now it's on sale to the 30th for 30 bucks. Regular price is 137, which is pretty pricey for one amp sim. But 30 bucks, it's kind of worth it to keep in your toolbox. So let's move on to the cab section. Comes with 6 cabinets, 4 microphones that you could mix and match however you like in this area right here, and also position them. Each mic has its own positioning. Right here is where you would mix the volumes and whatnot and panning of the microphones in this mixer section. Cleaner section, noise gate section, input and output section. The cleaner section pretty much control the low end rumble, high end fizz of the guitar with these 2 controls. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't, but it comes in handy. And then, of course, your noise gate, right? You guys all know what that is. And then you can load your own impulses in this section as well. Or you could bypass the whole internal cab section as well and use your own third-party IR loader. But for this mix, I'm using the internal cab and mics that that come with the amp. And they sound pretty good for this one. So that's the amp. Alright, so let me show you what I have going on in these tracks, and then I'll get out of here and let you guys hear how this sounds. In the master track, I'm running Neutron 2 Advanced, and it's kind of like a noise gate type of a preset, because I don't like to hear anything other than the music being played, and when it's not played, I want dead silence. So this helps me out a lot. And then I'm running Ozone 8 Advanced and a CD Master preset, like I always do. I like how that makes everything sound. Tightens up everything, kind of like a glue almost too. So on my drums, I'm using Easy Drummer 2 Metalhead's kit and a basic preset with a W1 limiter. This limiter is free. If you guys don't have it, I suggest you go check it out. It's really awesome. And I'll leave a link of that as well. Then there's 2 clean guitars, panned left and right 100%. That's all that I'm using on these 2 tracks is a preset called Cali Crystal Clean Reverb, and that's it. I'd even touch anything. I just set it on a preset, and that's it. Sounds pretty good. Then there's 2 distorted intro guitars, left and right, panned 100%, and they're both using the same exact plugins. Starting off with a Tyrant Screamer, actual amp, a Mag EQ4 EQ, and again another limiter, right? Same on the right intro. Then we have 5 fill guitars. Fill guitar number 1, Tyrant Screamer, amp, EQ4, Waves CLA 3A, W1 limiter. Moving on to guitar fill 2. Neutron 2 Advanced and the noise gate preset, Tyrant Screamer, amp, EQ4, CLA 3A compressor from Waves, W1 limiter. Guitar fill 3, Tyrant Screamer, Cali Reverb, compressor. I'm running the Ozone 8 and the CD Master on this guitar track, and also a Loudmax 64 look ahead limiter. Guitar fill 4, Tyrant Screamer, amp, EQ4, compressor, W1 limiter. and then the last guitar fill, right? And by the way, all the guitar fills, I do have the boost engaged. So this last guitar fill is running the Tyrant Screamer, the amp, EQ4, another compressor, and a W1 limiter. Then there's a section of guitars that are quad tracked. Two left are the two left guitars are panned at 70% and 100%, and so are the right guitars, 70 and 100, as you can see right here. So this is a left guitar track running a Tyrant Screamer, the amp. All the distorted guitars again are set to Cali Moderate High Gain 01 preset, EQ4, and then the limiter. Same with the right guitar. It's the same plugins, as you can see. And then the other left and right, as you can see, are running the same as well. But again, the inside left and right, those are panned at 70%. That's the only difference, really. And the volume's a little bit lower, but not much. On the bass track, I'm running Ignite amps, SHB1 amp with a limiter. I have the deep switch engaged, bright and shape are off. So that's that. And then there's 5 vocals on here as well. All right, vocal 1, I'm running a Waves Sheps Omni channel plugin with an EQ4 and a limiter. This EQ4 is really awesome for vocals as well. And again, the Brainworks plugins and Waves plugins to me are like the best. I don't think anybody can argue that. They're super good plugins, and I love using them. That's the vocal 1. Vocal 2, pretty much the same setup, other than maybe I messed around with some of these parameters, but nothing major. All right. The third vocal track, again, same stuff, right? This and the limiter. You guys are thinking, well, how come I didn't use any buses, right? Firstly, I don't care about CPU usage because my computer could pretty much handle like 10 times more than what you see on my screen. So I decided not to use them. Secondly, for this song, there's so many parts of this song with all these guitars that if I was to have a, like, let's say a bus for a guitar and I had a delay on it, for example, right? All of them would be affected by that because it would all be, you know, controlled on the bus, which I don't want. I wanted everything controlled separately in this mix. Even though sometimes I do run buses, but for this one I chose not to. All right, and then there's the two last vocal tracks. They're like the screaming, growling type, and they're using pretty much the same plugins as well. Other than the last 2 vocal tracks, I did change this quite a bit, just to give it a different character. That's it, you know, that I have going on in this mix. So guys, you know, stick around for the second part so you can hear this Arms of Sorrow song from Killswitch Engage sounds like. And if you like what I'm doing, again, please subscribe, share, like, you know the drill. So till next time, I'll catch you guys later. See you later.
I'm falling into